Hey everyone, it's Brian here and welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a little bit quiet recently, but with everything going on in the world with coronavirus and all that sort of malarkey, I've also moved house, so apologies for the sound. This is the first video in the new place and I'm just trying to get the acoustics right. It's not quite there, it's a little bit echoey, so I am working on that, so apologies. And also I've been gearing up ready for, as you know, I've now got 2 Etsy shops. I've been looking at Amazon FBA and also looking at increasing my product range. And this is what this video is all about how you can increase your product range and get ready for Christmas. A series of videos that I'm working on about how you can really scale up and make the most of what they call the golden quarter. That's sort of 3 months over, just before and after the Christmas period, so you can really excel in your sales. And today I want to focus on something that for me is really a game changer, and that is this. Scotch Flex and Seal Shipping Roll. I came across this product a few weeks ago now. It's been a game changer. So let's go into detail about this, how it can change really how you're looking at postage, save you money and ensure good customer services. And you're thinking, with this bit of blue roll? Absolutely. So without further ado, let's get straight onto this. And I'll tell you how we can get ready for Christmas and really use this product to maximise your shop. So as I said, I want to talk to you about really working through the next sort of 6-8 weeks, the run up to Christmas, over Christmas and just beyond as well, and making sure we're hitting those targets. Like me, your shop, if you've got an Etsy shop or an Amazon FBA, probably not Amazon actually, it's doing exceedingly well, but on the Etsy side is probably not faring particularly well unless you've got a really good niche there and people have gone from their traditional bricks and mortar retail shops and hopped onto Etsy and your store, which Etsy, I've looked at the stats, growth, the site visit numbers are up, so that is an absolute possibility. But I think for me, sales are down and I'm just trying to look at how I can increase those sales. One of the things you can do is obviously extend your product range and reduce costs, which are 2 ways that I've been looking at. And this is where this little beauty, this miracle blue roll, I'm going to call it, the Scotch Flex and Seal Shipping Roll, has really changed the way I've looked at things. Now, I sell smaller items generally, so it's cards, it's pens, it's those sort of things. But recently I have been looking at A4 frames. So what I've been looking at is how to take my card, personalise it or not personalise it and put it into a nice A4 frame. And I've been selling quite a few of those. The issue that I found with those is postage and packaging. And it's been a bugbear of mine for a while. And when I look at my postage and packaging, in the UK, even to ship international orders, I'm sure my listeners and followers over the pond have exactly the same issue. The postage and shipping costs can be quite expensive, not in terms of value for money, but in terms of your overall margins. If you take my cards, send it over to the US, you take out all the Etsy fees, it probably accounts for 1/3 of all costs. 1/3, which is a huge expense. If I send it to America, it costs me more money to ship it to America than it does to make, package, and my time for the actual item. And this is where it gets a bit crazy. So on a card basis, that doesn't have an issue because it's a known cost, there's not much I can do. And whilst it's 1/3, pound, shilling and pence wise, it's not a huge amount of money. But I've been thinking about doing frames for quite a while now and it's really put me off on the shipping costs. To send an A4 frame, standard A4 sheet of paper, if you're in America that's a sort of US letter size, slightly bigger than that. You add on the corners to save it from denting in the corners. It's a wooden frame, you don't want to get your item to the other side or to the recipient and it's damaged in any way because that just costs you money. Put the corners on, package it up however you want to, you know, belt and braces, and then you put around the wrapping that you want to get it to the post office. 2 things around that. 1, it's quite a high cost to do that. 2, it can be damn fiddly. And I've spent many a day sitting there needing 3 or 4 hands trying to package it correctly. Oh, I forgot the shipping label, quickly put the shipping label on, quickly. It stresses me out. And then you've got to take it to the post office. You get there and you find it's like £7 to send it. And then because the item is reasonably expensive, on my cards I just send them post. Normal post, proof of posting, and any ones that don't get there I can claim back via the post office. When it comes to an item like a frame, which is quite a large item, can be quite costly. I'm selling these at £15 or more, $20 if you're in the US, then really I want everyone to get there, one, in a good state, and I want everyone to get there. I don't want to have my costs to replace them, to send them again. And that's why getting them there securely is absolutely key. And for me, I've had to start sending them Royal Mail International signed for, I think is the right thing. I'll probably put a little abbreviation or a comment up above or in the description about what the actual service I'm using is. But it's quite costly. I've sent an A4 frame over to the US and it was about £7. That's like $9. So it's just really getting to me. Also as well, if you've got an Etsy shop yourself, you'll find some items, by the time you package them, they're 4 times the size. Take this phone for example, iPhone XR. That would fit larger letter. Probably not weight wise, but in terms of its dimensions, it's long, fairly long, but thin and narrow. So you could get that in a normal envelope very, very easily. Weight aside for a second. The time you take your standard packaging, you wrap it round 3 or 4 times. Is that safe? Is it secure? I'll put another layer on. I'll put some tape around it. I'll put it in a box, and then you get a box and you haven't really got the right box. All of a sudden you've got an item this big, classed as a large parcel, and it's costing you £10 to send the thing, which is absolutely crazy. And this is why it's changed for me how I'm doing things. This is a great product. All you do is you just simply roll it out, cut it to the right length, fold it over so it's covered the item, and I'll show you in a second, push it down and send it. And this is exactly what it says in the front. Step 1, cut. Cut to size, allowing for border around the item. 2, fold and press. Fold item over, press grey to grey. Blue on the outside, grey on the inside. 3, send. And I know you read a lot of this, it's like going to IKEA, isn't it? You read instructions, it's going to be easier than what it sounds. It's never going to be this easy. It really is that simple and that easy. The benefit of this is, well, there's multiple. Number 1, it's from Scotch. Now, you've all have heard of Scotch tape. You can go down the high street, you can look online and you can buy various different types of tapes from £1 up to £5. But for me, it's just a false economy. You know, you end up sticking your fingers together, you can never find the end, it doesn't really stick, you end up putting 5 layers of the stuff on. You end up using 6 metres to cover something the size of 20 centimetres. False economy. Scotch I've used for ages. It's just a decent product, number 1. Number 2, this. If you look how much is there, this roll here I bought off of Amazon actually. One roll, 2.3 metres long, 2.3. That's doing a huge amount for you. And don't forget, you've literally got, if you've got this item here, allow a bit of excess, double it, fold it over, push, send. Simple as that. There's not a huge amount of wastage. You've not got to wrap it round 20 times, which is much easier. It's easy to handle. As I said, you roll it out, allow for a bit, double it, fold it over, push it and send. Fantastic. But what is the end result? Okay, so you might say to me, Grant, that sounds really, really good. However, what does that mean? You're saying to me it's going to save me money. How is it going to save me money? Think of this. Think of how thin it is. It's protective. It's absolutely protective. I've sent 27 items in this in the last 4 weeks. All frames, all wood, all glass. So for me, or for anybody in fact, you would say that's a fairly fragile item. And I'd normally wrap it over, wrap it over, wrap it over, tape round, tape round, tape round, stick it in a box, put edges on. Takes ages, send it. And I've had 2 that have come back broken. With this, not one single customer complaint. In fact, I've had the opposite. If you go onto my store and look at my reviews, I think there was one yesterday or a couple of days ago saying, how good the presentation was, how wonderfully packaged it was, because we're used to this day and age where you get items that come through the post almost in tissue paper and they're obliterated. They're just not of good quality, and it really damages your reputation as a business. So this really does give you that protection. But as I was saying, I've sort of waffled on past the main focus there. And the main focus for that is cost saving. Look how thin that is. So if I'm sending an A4 frame, A4 standard frame, that thick, I've got to allow probably a few millimetres either side of the frame to account for my flex and seal shipping roll. So that's reduced my cost on my postage. Because before I had an A4 frame, the time I added the wrapping or the protective item, the tape, the box, it's this thick, twice as heavy, twice as long, exaggeration, but much longer. This, you don't have this. So I'm saving hand over fist on postage. To give you an example, £7 or £8 I was paying Royal Mail tracked postage to send my A4 frames. I'm now looking at under £4, under £4. And that's really because of the weight, not because of the size. Percentage terms, my maths isn't great, that's saving £3, so that's somewhere around 40 odd percent. 40% of my postage costs I have saved on this roll by using this product alone. So you save costs, it makes your life a hell of a lot easier, by a trusted brand, plus it's readily available. I'll stick a link in the description to Amazon. Have a look at it yourself. Also, let me know how you get on with it, because to be honest with you, I think this is a fairly new product because not many people have heard of it. And when I'm showing people, they're like, yeah, it looks good. Firstly, it's weird because they're one roll 2.3 metres. They're like, that can't be 2.3 metres. But it is absolutely 2.32 metres. They're like, can't be. When you roll it out, show you in a second, it absolutely does do that. Known brand, perfect. People say to me, this is great. In fact, I bought some for a couple of friends who also own businesses. They're not looking back. As I said, even on the postage costs alone, you'd be saving money. But let me give you a quick demo of how this works. Stop waffling, and I'll come back to you again. So that's the demo from me. I've waffled on lots today, really gone on, but I'm just really behind this product. I think it's a great product. But what I'd really like you to do is now look at this product and how it can extend your product range. There are probably products that you've looked at and you thought, I can't do that. The shipping costs are too high. I don't know how to package it. How do I get it to them safely? Look at this Scotch Shipping Roll. Really do look at it. Evaluate your product line. See if you can extend your product line, something maybe heavier, bigger, more clunky, more difficult to ship, and work those numbers again. If you've got a current product that you're sending in a box or some other way with some kind of wrapping or tape products, try this product. Again, you'll find your customers will love you for it because it's not coming across damaged, and you'll save some costs. And it's just easier. We all want an easier life. But start looking at it today. You know what it comes up with at Christmas. It's coming up to Black Friday. This may well sell out on shops. So I've got, I can't show you, but in the garage, not garage, I've got 27 rolls sitting in the garage of this stuff, so I'm well stocked up for Christmas. Fingers crossed I run out before Christmas, because that means I've done loads of sales, but it might not. So, but coming back, last thing about this offer. So the first 10 people from the US, don't have to be a subscriber, anybody that comments, the first 10 from the US, comment down below, and I will send you a roll of this Scotch Shipping Roll for free. For nothing, gratis, completely nothing. There's no catch, there's no, I want your email address. I'm not a multi-millionaire, I can't give you 10 grand like you see some of these YouTube channels doing, but it's just a gesture from me to say, I found this product really helpful. Try it yourself. Once you've got the product, give me a little comment down below, let me know how you got on, and we'll have a quick chat about it. And I think what I'll probably do, come January time, mid-January, I'll give you another update on this product, and then maybe we can have some more conversations, we can do some more comments on this, and if there's any other products that you would like to recommend, use the comments down below. As always, there's a link in the description to this product. Any comments, please let me know down below, and hit that subscribe button and like button as well. I will see you for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.